Hello and welcome to the tribe. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's see what messages we get for today. I'm overwhelmed, okay. Hopeless or isolated. Oh, what kind of... Oh, this is almost... Oh. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, but I'm laughing a little bit, but I'm like, oh, it could be. I'm just reminded of an indoor cat, you know, being alone at home. Sad because it's boring, and you know, that's almost a cryptic message for that. But I feel that there's an overcoming here that wants to be looked at as well. So there's a solution to this issue. And if you feel like that, like an indoor cat that is under-stimulated, there is something coming in for you. That... Did you hear that? That's George. Yes, he's also saying that this message might be relevant. I understand. Yes. Yeah, now he's here for emotional support. Oh. So, fork in the road, yeah. So I feel that there is a decision to be made. Regeneration, all of that. I feel that there is a decision to be made, what to do about it. I think you might have a solution here that might be of some importance. And now somebody has rearranged the camera setup, right? So I feel that there's something here that can be repaired, or regeneration. I want to say restoration. So I feel that this is a very... The fork in the road means that... Well, technically there is a solution there, but there are many solutions. So you have to, you're in the middle of a pathway and you have to decide which path to go. And with this image here, with a tree that is standing there in, it almost looks like it's on lava, but it's also, to some degree, it's passionate. This looks like it's passionate, and the tree has some fluorescence about it. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but there is something special about it growing in that landscape. So I feel that there is something that can be done right where you are. And I have always a tendency, if there are some, you know, energies around that are not so nice, that I don't want to look at it. But let's look at it. Isolated and overwhelmed and hopeless. Isolation, it's ironic though that isolation would lead to overwhelm, isn't it? Because usually isolation would mean that at least you have all the time in the world, or something like that. You know, when you are completely isolated. I'm just thinking of somebody completely alone somewhere, right? Ironically, this can lead to overwhelm, which might not be... whenever I think about overwhelm, it's about being too stressed about situations, having too much to do. And this just shows that isolation leads to overwhelm because the day-to-day isn't that fun, and you need to kind of find a way to make the day-to-day fun. However, it's like, now it flips. It could be that you are a bit lonely, and you don't feel that well, and that it's just a little bit isolated and lonely where you are, and suddenly something appears on your window. Like someone is knocking at your window. A pet? That looks like a cat. But for me, this is also my personal Mr. Cat card. Like my dream guy. An abstract version of it, obviously, well. Yeah, anyway, so it's like you get a message from somewhere that's knocking at your window. It's like looking at you like, hello. Hello. It's so cute. It's a bit cryptic also. What does this even mean? Why is it cryptic? Yeah, well, of course, if there's a glass between you. And okay, that's also interesting because I am today, for the first time on my channel, I'm wearing my glasses during the reading. Usually I don't wear my glasses at all. I've got them for years, but when I work on a computer, But today I'm looking through the glass at everything. And I thought that it might be significant for the message. And so I think there's something coming in there. It could be that if you are, alone at home, isolated, that somebody's coming in and saying like, hello, I am a cat, I'm cute, I'm actually homeless or something, and would you like to adopt me? Not in a literal way, but that's cryptic. That's a development. When the cat, when there's a cat in the neighborhood and it's always there, and coming back every day and being like hello. So also it doesn't have to be a cat, of course. I mean, I'm saying that because of the cat card, but it can be also something like a wild animal, like a squirrel or a bird that's always returning, and just something very special, a bond that cannot really be explained by normal senses, because why would wildlife seek out humanity, right? It does occasionally, but this is just bridging the gap between you and your isolation, because I feel that despite the fact that you are overwhelmed by it, or that you might feel like it's not that great, despite the fact that this is the case, it's supposed to take away your hopelessness. I think because you are isolated for a reason, and your isolation is not negative, it's actually positive, but you became overwhelmed because your nature craves for connection, and then something's coming in that makes it easier for you, so you can focus on what is important again. And this leads to another communication from your side, I feel, which is a regeneration of your energy and your path forward. So with this helper here, you can regenerate your life force almost, and your happiness, right? The colors always are beautiful, we put words on them, but there's another word for isolation, and that's solitude, and it's a better word to describe loneliness, which is again a bit negative, in a way that sounds important. And this is your sign that a possible isolation transforms with just one minor tweak, and then you are on your way. And I feel it's good news, right? Because this is obviously good news. I mean, yes, it can be annoying sometimes. If you have a pet, you maybe know what I'm talking about. Getting woken up at 5 a.m. for breakfast. Well, nobody wants that. But everybody's still like, okay, yes, I'm a servant. It's okay, I'll feed you. It's like a positive disruption to the day, right? So, yeah. yeah, I think there's more to the message. I pull one more for here, and then we are heading over to the extended, and I pull in the depth of it. I really think that there's something deeper going on here. It might be very specific, but let's see what mother. Oh wow, okay. And home. Oh wow, okay. So I think you're working on a better home for yourself, and your current state is well, let's say it like that. If you are living in a circumstance that is not that great, that is just, I'm seeing with the, with the pregnancy belly, like at some stage your circumstances get like they get a bit too tight and you have to move because a mother's belly can carry a baby only for so long, and then it's just time to move. And I feel in your situation it's this time to move situation where you are outgrowing your current circumstances, but you don't know, or you maybe you don't see a path ahead. And still I feel that it could be something like you're living in the middle of a city and you crave nature, but you don't know how to get there, right? But still you're also a bit isolated where you are at, which is interesting, right? That you would be isolated in a city, but sometimes cities are way more isolated than rural communities that have a sense of community to them, because they are even more isolated. It's like living on a very remote island. Those people who live on a remote island are a tighter knit community than people who live anonymously next door to each other in a big city. And I feel that your current isolation or feeling of solitude, I call it solitude because I think that's not the issue. To a degree, it's not the issue. It's a preparation for a phase where, for a life that will be more secluded, but it's like being prepared to go somewhere where you are living a bit further away, or just, like the islander example, where you live remotely somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and then the change is not as big as if you were totally integrated in a city community, right? It's like you're being prepared to move. Your roots are not growing where you are at, and you feel it, and you kind of want to go somewhere else. But now is the time to make it happen, because you are making it happen. So that's basically what is ahead for you. It's like you are generating your new life, and you get help, so you are not as overwhelmed anymore and not as hopeless, to give you hope back, and maybe also a reason. With a mother, I see a reason for wanting change. It's almost as if you maybe you have, when you think about a pet, maybe you have a pet and you really want to make the life better for the pet more than for yourself, which is interesting, right? Because we always like to neglect ourselves, or let's say it's easier to neglect ourselves. But if you are having, a pet to care for, and some, so like for some people it could be literal, like there's a child on the way, but I want to keep it as broad as possible, this message, because I feel that a lot of people are in a transition phase. So we're heading over to the extended, which is, the link is down below, and then maybe see you over there. If not, see you next time over here. Okay, bye.